I'm joined again by Kevin Barber of Veteran Energy, and also joining us today is John Boerstler. John, you're the marketing director here, is that correct? Sales director here, okay. And we're doing this because we had such excellent feedback the last time we talked to Kevin. And Kevin, if you would, give us a little background about why you founded the company and what's so special about what you do.
Sure. David, the driving force was the opportunity to be able to give back, and then that resonates throughout the business, and really what drove it was the mission statement to positively impact the lives of veteran active duty military and their families, and therefore that was the power to give back and the vehicle to be able to do all the things that we do, and a large portion of that is hiring veterans and setting up a career program, not a job program, but a career program that they can come in and learn the energy industry, take all those skills that they utilize that made them great soldiers, airmen, and members of the military, and translate those into the civilian world, and therefore start their careers down the path in energy.
Excellent. Now, John, I have to admit to the audience, I don't want to hide it from them, that I've known you since you were, 16 years old. And so before we get into your aspect of Veteran Energy, I have to ask you about your path. I've known you as an Eagle Scout, but since then you left Houston and became a United States Marine. Give us a little bit about how you got from Eagle Scout to United States Marine to congressional liaison to here at Veteran Energy.
Oh, wow. That's I'll do the very short version, but appreciate it, David. Thank you so much for all your support. I mean, I really couldn't have done a lot of this stuff without the leaders that I learned from when I was growing up, and you were definitely one of them, so thank you.
Thank you, sir.
And it's just really goes back to, the essence of scouting. It's really just to learn great skills and give back to the community, and that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to serve in any capacity that I could. So joining the Marine Corps is the fastest, hardest, craziest way I could have done that. So I went ahead and did that, and served in active duty in the reserves for a number of years, and then went to serve after that as a military liaison with the United States House of Representatives, and worked under a couple of mayors of Houston, building our veterans program here in the community, and then with the Wounded Warrior Project as well. Kevin and I met a couple of years ago, volunteering, serving the community, of course, helping to build a startup, a nonprofit organization that was just for returning Iraq and Afghanistan veterans here in the Houston community, called the Lone Star Veterans Association. And Kevin was an integral part with all of his business experience and knowledge and skills and his contacts. He really was there to help us, the guys who had no idea what they were doing, really to build this fantastic machine. And now it's the first and largest one of its kind in the entire state of Texas. We met doing that, serving the community, and as I was working at Wounded Warrior Project, continuing to serve my fellow veterans, he just kept knocking on the door. He's like, hey, when are you going to come work for me? When are you going to come work for me? And I think it was, after a certain point where I was just so exhausted and traveling so much and enjoying continuing to serve, but at the same time wanting to put down roots and actually be around for my family to enjoy me, which whether or not they enjoy me, it's left up to them. But but for the most part, that was my decision, and to help build something greater and to continue to serve with Veteran Energy. So thankfully, Kevin gave me the opportunity to do that, and every day we help military and veterans and give back to the community.
Excellent. And Kevin, has that worked out?
Yes, very much so. Persistence paid off on that. So that's a tip that I give everyone is persistence out there. But John was really the key hire to be able to get this program off the ground and really make it successful now. And we've run some extremely talented people in the door, and very proud.
Now, let's talk a little bit about the company itself. Now, there are a lot of veterans that work at Veteran Energy, but Veteran Energy doesn't exist just to provide services to veterans, does it?
No.
So what is the core business here?
Well, Veteran Energy is for all Texans, and that's actually one of the taglines that we're going to be punching out this fall to really educate folks, because everyone does see Veteran Energy on some of the the Choose websites, Power to Choose and whatnot, and say, oh, well, that must be only for military. Well, no, actually, it's for the 1 degree of separation, as Kevin always alludes to it, is those folks in Texas who want to support military and want to support veterans, and allowing them to just just by flipping on a light, they're able to support these charities and what we're doing in terms of hiring veterans. So.
And let's talk about how you do that, because you guys actually give back or pay it forward as part of your program. And Kevin, can you talk about that a little bit?
Sure. There's so many aspects and so many highlights of what we do, but I think for me the proudest one is the ability to hire and start careers. That's first and foremost when we talk about the power to give back, and of course when we do come in contact with veterans, be it buying electricity or otherwise, we want to help support them in any way we can. And then of course there's a donation aspect of it, that every time you turn on the light, a portion of that bill goes back to their usage goes back to a veterans organization that our customers get to choose at no cost to them. It's what we do to give back based on our company principle. And we do advocacy. We assist veteran entrepreneurs. We use veteran-owned small businesses. So there's so many other pieces of it that are out there that we really could spend about a day talking about. But that's the essence of it and most proud parts.
Right, and just what are a few of those veterans organizations that you all have on that list that people can choose to support?
Well, everything from our Lone Star Veterans Association to Pets for Vets, for a Lone Survivor Foundation. We have the Boot Campaign. We have, which is just the class of organizations out there that are doing great things for veterans.
And how old is the company now?
Wow. We were licensed in 2011, and prior to that, I got off the ground about 2010, so we're pushing towards 4 years now.
And you guys have had some really phenomenal growth, haven't you?
We've been lucky, and really it's kicked in about the last year. Like I said, bringing John on, he's coming up on his 1 year anniversary, but it seems like just a few months ago. And then the talent that we've been able to bring in, we're really starting to kick in. But John's point about, we want everybody to know we could go out and spend a few $1 million on ads and things like that, but we'd rather take that money and hire veterans.
Yeah, put it back into
Sure.
good use there. And how many people do you have working for you now?
Wow, what do we have?
I think we have 11 total, yeah.
Wow. So, that's pretty good growth in a very short period of time.
And another thing, we went back and we looked at some metrics, and for every 1,000 customers that we bring on, we can hire a veteran. So, we challenge everyone, be that 1,000th customer, and therefore, help effectuate somebody's career and basically their life. So
it's a lot better than a coupon to Pizza Hut. Well, stick with us because I have some more questions. We're going to be back with Kevin Barber and John Boerstler, but first we're going to take a brief break right here on the Jobs Pipeline radio program.